Malik Willis is one of those quarterbacks that could end up being a rising star, or he could be a complete bust. Evaluating quarterback play and draft potential basically comes down to one simple question. Do you want the polished, can't-miss, pro-ready prospect who doesn't seem to have any obvious flaws, or do you want the guy with a ton of upside but needs big league coaching and grooming to become a top-level QB in the NFL? Not every late-round quarterback is going to be the next Tom Brady, even though some teams look at late-round prospects a lot closer now. Malik Willis is one of those guys who deserves a very deep dive in determining his upside. And as a GM, you also have to look at your current team to make sure that you can minimize the downside. That's the balancing act that the draft war rooms across the country today are going to have to figure out in regards to Malik Willis. Malik Willis can dazzle you on film, but he can also be exposed on film. He has impressive arm strength that pops off the film, good accuracy, and as a runner, he's bigger but slower than Lamar Jackson. Malik Willis ran for 1,800 yards and 27 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. However, when you look at the bad moments, they're really bad. For someone with his size and speed, you have to wonder how he was sacked 51 times last year. The offensive line can't take all of the blame. Maybe it was also due to the coaching staff at Liberty. Perhaps Liberty's offensive scheming and play calling wasn't a good fit for Malik Willis. In any event, that's why evaluating Malik Willis requires a deep dive. Malik obviously has the potential of becoming a great NFL quarterback. As a runner, he's plenty fast enough, and with his 6'1", 225-pound size, he's more powerful than Lamar Jackson. As for his arm strength, it's obvious that he can work his way through most of the pro routes. He also has the intelligence to go through his progressions at an NFL level. He's proved on film that he can get through 3 or 4 reads, but for some reason, sometimes he locks in. And as you know, that will get you in big trouble in the NFL, as DBs will eat you up if they key in on you doing that. There are too many smart players and coaches in the NFL who can exploit a quarterback who locks in on his read. Malik has to learn to trust his pre- and post-snap reads. NFL coaches can help him with that, and even running against a top-level defense in practice will help him in his development in becoming an elite NFL quarterback. The question that may cause his draft stock to slide is how much can he improve in these areas, and how much time is it going to take for that improvement? Malik Willis is not going to be a starter in year 1, and he shouldn't be. He's going to need the time to watch and learn daily from an experienced QB1. That's why I don't see him going to a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers. However, can you imagine him being drafted by the Tampa Bay Bucks and being able to sit behind Tom Brady for a year or 2? Will teams be gun shy of spending a high draft pick on a project? Some will and some won't. If someone was willing to take a shot at Sam Darnold, Trey Lance, or Carson Wentz, then they should be willing to take a shot with Malik Willis. If you look at the recent history of NFL teams drafting quarterbacks with high upside potential, then there's no doubt that Malik Willis can eventually be a QB1 that a team can work with. I'm looking at him as a mid-second round pick in regards to where he'll be taken in a draft. Could he last to the 60th pick for Tampa Bay? It's a long shot, but he very well could. Let me know what you think about Malik Willis and his chances in the draft.